Welcome. I'm Dr. K, and I'm here to help you to navigate through the many challenges in your life's journey so that you might ultimately become the highest version of yourself. Right now, I want to talk about an important subject, and that subject is when someone shows you who they are, believe them. I'll say it again. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. And notice I didn't say when somebody tells you who they are, believe them. I said when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Now, remember from my previous videos, I talked about how all of our brains are wired 95% for habit. So that means that our behavioral habits are habitual, behavioral habits that we display 95% of the time, and our habitual ways of thinking about things, that's also habitual. So if you've been around a person for a significant period of time, it could even be like 1 month, right? Whatever the behaviors are that that person is displaying consistently, those are their habits. That's how their brain is wired. However, that person is thinking, the different things that they say, the mindset that they have, that's their mindset. Their brain is wired that way. When you notice that a person is doing something with repetition, let that be your key that that person's brain is wired that way. And know that you cannot change them. We can only change ourselves. You can't change anybody else. You can only change yourself. Trying to change somebody is like going into somebody's house and then rearranging all of their furniture. You can't go into somebody's house and rearrange their furniture. That's their house. You got your own house. So when you're interacting with somebody, when you're around somebody, I don't care if it's a friend or a coworker, a mate, when that person is doing something repetitiously, let that be your sign to yourself that that's how their brain is wired and you can't change them. Now, say they're doing some things that are impacting you in a negative way, and this is a relationship that you're involved in. You can have that conversation with them and let them know how what they're saying and what they're doing is impacting you in a negative way. And then it's important to make sure that what you're seeing is what you're seeing, meaning that you have clarity and that you're not projecting some of your old stuff from your past onto them. I did a video about the red Kool-Aid, about how when we have situations from our past that leave us with unresolved issues because we didn't resolve those issues, and then we tend to project those issues onto the person in front of us. So you want to make sure that that's not what it is, right? You want to make sure that what you're seeing is actually what you are seeing. And know that that's how that person's brain is wired. And after you've talked to them about it, and then maybe they start to change some things, and maybe it was some things that you needed to change, and you start to change your things. If things move forward with everybody taking the necessary changes, and the relationship can now be moving on a path of harmony, peace and harmony, as opposed to that path of toxicity, then that's good. But then if you've talked to the person about it and then it's still a toxic situation that you're involved in, then it's important for you to make a decision. You can make a decision to stay in the toxicity, or you can make a decision to exit from that toxicity. It's up to you. You can't change anybody. You can only change yourself. When someone shows you who they are, how their brain is wired, doesn't mean they can't change, because everybody can change. But when someone shows you, let me say, where they are in their life as far as how their brain is wired, and if they aren't changing and it's having a negative impact on your life, then it's up to you to do something about it. And your something about it does not entail changing them, because you can't. You can only change yourself. Make your decision. It's your life, not somebody else's life. It's your life. Make your decision about what it is that you want to do in that relationship. And stay out of that person's house trying to rearrange their furniture all the time.